On August 5, 1910, the Princess May, having departed from Skagway under the command of Captain McLeod, with 80 passengers, 68 crews, and a shipment of gold, was proceeding south down Lynn Canal in heavy fog. At a speed of about 10 knots, the ship ran aground on rocks near the north end of Sentinel Island, where there was a United States lighthouse station. It was high tide, and the momentum of the ship forced it well up onto the rocks, with the bow jutting upwards at an angle of 23 degrees. This produced a number of photographs of the ship's predicament, which were sold all over the west coast. The May was equipped with wireless, but at that time it was not standard practice to equip the wireless set with auxiliary battery power. Thus, if electrical power was lost on the ship in general, the wireless would also go down. This happened on the May when the engine room flooded. The wireless operator, W.R. Keller, did not have time to send out a distress call before the main power was lost. Thinking quickly, he ran down to the engine room, where the incoming water was by then waist deep. Keller rigged an improvised electrical connection with the engine room telegraph battery, and using this was able to send out a wireless distress call before the engine room was completely flooded. The message sent by Keller said that the Princess May was sinking on Sentinel Island and to send help. The close proximity of Sentinel Island allowed a safe place to evacuate the passengers and crew, as well as land the gold shipment and the mail for safekeeping. Later, the passengers and crew were picked up by the Princess Anna and other rescue ships before taken to Zenatu. Over 120 plates were damaged on the hull. The largest hole was about 50 feet long and 18 inches wide. The engine rooms were flooded, and the ship could not move on its own. To remove the Princess May from the rocks, the ship's owner hired Captain W. H. Logan and the Seattle-based salvage tug Santa Cruz, as well as the William Joffat, one of the most powerful tugs on the British Columbia coast. Temporary slipways were built and rocks were blasted, and after several previous attempts failed, on September 3rd, the salvors were able to refloat the ship and tow it to port. This was the 32nd time that Captain Logan has successfully salvaged a ship. The cost of the salvage and the subsequent repairs was $115,000.